Could Ryan Foster's watch, the very same one Dexter sneakily stashed in Lady Vengeance's trophy box, end up being the one thread that unravels everything for both him and Harrison? But hey, before we crack open this juicy theory like a skull under a killer's boot, do me a solid. Hit that subscribe button like it just tried to kill your dog, drop a like, leave a comment with your wildest theory, and if you want to go full vigilante and support the cause, consider becoming a channel member. Exclusive content, shoutouts, behind the scenes secrets. What more could a fictional crime junkie want? Alright, bloodslide enthusiasts, let's dive in. So, here's how the time bomb got primed. Harrison took Ryan Foster's watch to be repaired. Totally normal, right? Except he did it before killing the guy, and then, after the murder, he still went back and picked it up like he just finished a Netflix marathon and not, you know, a homicide. When he got the watch back though, guilt started eating at him like acid, every tick reminding him of what he'd done. Naturally, he wanted to get rid of it, but you can't just toss a murder clue into the trash next to your expired milk. This was basically a breadcrumb trail in stainless steel. Enter Dexter, Papa Fix-It. He swoops in, liberates Harrison from the guilt and the evidence, and repurposes the watch into a gift wrap frame job. Dexter plants it in Maya's, aka Lady Vengeance's, secret stash, and then rings up the NYPD with a tip-off. Not only does this save a potential victim, but it neatly diverts suspicion from Harrison. Or does it? Detective Wallace might have played it cool in the moment, but Dexter himself admits she's sharp, and smart cops, they don't just walk away and forget the details. They stew, they connect the dots, they dig. Which brings us to the $1 million mistake, and here's the kicker. Someone repaired that watch. A real person, a watchmaker, probably with an address, a business license, and get this, customer records. You don't need to be Sherlock Holmes to trace that timeline. If Charlie or the NYPD start sniffing around, it won't take long to realize Harrison dropped the watch off before Ryan's murder and picked it up after. How's that for damning? There are two ticking threats here, one named Charlie and the other Wallace. Charlie, fueled by grief, rage, and probably a gallon of Red Bull, is already gunning for the truth. If Mia, before inevitably dying, RIP Vengeance Queen, reveals that Red knew about her trophy stash, Charlie's suspicion will kick into overdrive. And here's where the watch becomes a clue too perfect to ignore. It ties Harrison to the crime via the repair timeline and suggests Dexter, as Red, planted it. That's three puzzle pieces that form one very ugly picture. And once Charlie starts background checking Red, it's game over. She'll find out Ronald Schmitz doesn't exist, discover Harrison's real last name, and stumble across that juicy little fact about Rita Morgan's brutal demise. It's the kind of breadcrumb trail that could turn a grieving detective into a bloodhound with one hell of a scent. Wallace is already side-eyeing Harrison like he just confessed to killing a goldfish. If she decides to trace that watch, it won't be long before she discovers the repair records. Then it's, wait, Harrison had it fixed before the murder, picked it up after, and now it just shows up in a serial killer's treasure chest. That's not coincidence, that's plot. She doesn't even need Charlie's vengeance-fueled clarity, she just needs a file, a few phone calls, and a caffeine buzz. If she puts two and two together, Harrison's looking at a one-way ticket to Interrogation City, and Dexter, well, Dexter might finally have to admit that his habit of clearing up messes with even messier crimes has, at long last, caught up to him. All of this could hinge on one stupid watch. That tiny ticking thing could blow the whole Morgan cover wide open. It's poetic really, the master of detail undone by one overlooked timeline and a repair shop. Could the watch be the start of Dexter's final unraveling? Maybe. Will Charlie or Wallace be the one to snap the trap shut? Possibly. And is Harrison just one trigger-happy revelation away from losing it all? Let me know in the comments.